night, I dreamed the same dream. And then... the nightmare begins.
Benedict, how are you doing today?
Great, Rory. Lovely to see you.
It's lovely to see you too. A couple of months back, I spoke to Simu Liu for Shang-Chi, and he had nothing but incredible things to say about you. His exact quote was, get Benedict Wong in every single movie, which is something I have to wholeheartedly agree with.
Very much.
But in the 6 months since then, we've had Shang-Chi, we've had No Way Home, and now we've got this. So I feel like you're almost like a magical version of Nick Fury. You're like the Nick Fury for the magic world in the MCU.
I got an email of Kevin Feige, and he said this is fast becoming the WCU, and this is phase one.
I mean,
and there's nothing I can do about it or you. I just have to succumb to it.
I mean, of all the things to succumb to, it's something I'm very much on board with. So I'm fully here for it. The first movie obviously had Scott Derrickson, who was a fantastic horror director, and now we've got Sam Raimi, who is also a fantastic horror director. So I feel like the world of Doctor Strange and the characters within it really lend themselves to the horror vibe. But when you were making this particular one, could you feel that horror influence creeping in with Sam behind the lens?
I mean, totally. You know, I mean, it's kind of he's legendary. He's the master. You know, one of the OG kind of one of the OG cinematic Marvel authors from the Spider-Man series. And you know, when I talk about WandaVision and we talk about No Way Home, and all roads are leading to this film, and it's almost you know, we're blessed to have him helm this. And it's what I find fascinating is that his return, and also the technical capabilities of what we have now, and how we can also properly realize this kind of Ditko road world of the strange universe. And yeah, it's yeah, I'm so happy to be a part of it.
Well, your first, I guess, introduction, and this, not to give any spoilers whatsoever, you get right into the thick of the action kind of straight away. And there's a part where you have a particularly rough landing in the middle of the action sequence. And I physically was like, oh God, like it looked painful. But when it comes to that, when it comes to the action stuff, I know there's obviously so much special effects and everything involved in a movie like this, but do you throw yourself into the stunts like this? Or are you like, you know what, I'm okay with the stunt guy taking this one. That's fine with me.
Well, I certainly have. Yeah, you could, I have literally thrown myself into the stunts. Yeah, and it can be painful at times, definitely.
Is there any character in the MCU so far that you haven't directly interacted with that you'd love to share a scene with?
Oh, wow. Yeah. I mean, I'd love to work with Samuel L. Jackson. Who else? Which other worlds are we? We're in the... I mean... If ever the X-Men are around, like to hang out with the X-Men. You know, I'm a big Marvel comic fan back in the day, and obviously, you know, I always remembered the Secret Wars where everybody was involved against the Beyond.
Oh, yeah.
And so, you know, who else? X-Force, Nightcrawler, all of those. What I love about this, you know, and I thank the MCU of, you know, have portal will travel. So, you know, that's it. So, yeah, more the merrier.
And just one final one, if that's okay. I just want to pitch you an idea. For a Marvel show, I would love to see Wong get his own show that takes place within those 5 years when everyone else was gone.
Yeah.
and it's you as Sorcerer Supreme by yourself.
Yes.
And it's basically like the X-Files. Like every week you're going out to investigate a new monster that may or may not exist in this world. I would love, of all the characters, like you would now have this 5 years of what happened there, what did he get up to? And I would love to see that being filled in on a show like that.
Thank you, Rory. Thank you. Thank you, Entourage number 47. So would I. So all we do is I think we just call it out and then we receive. Yeah, I'm all for that. Yeah, definitely. An expanded world of seeing what Wong gets up to. Yeah, definitely. Because I think, it's so far it's almost become the Rosencrantz and Guildenstern of the MCU, I guess. When you just exit left or right and don't quite know where. We want the Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, the dead version, don't we? That's what we want.
But without them actually being dead, of course.
Yeah.
Benedict, thank you so much for your time today. It's an absolute pleasure to talk to you.
Thanks, Rory. All the best. Take care.